Our whole basketball team fought like 10 other dudes. We literally fought from the 4th floor all the way to the lunchroom, which was on the 1st floor. Just the whole school up. Yo, what's up, man? It's Big GHerbo, Big Swerve reporting live, and I'm doing my first by RapTV. Let's get it. First question. First time seeing Juice Wrld freestyle. He was actually making songs, but freestyling them, literally. I just seen him record 2-3 songs, different melodies and everything to one beat, like multiple times. And he did that the first time I met him. All right. First time hearing Who Won't Smoke. I don't know if it was my first time hearing Nardo or my first time hearing Who Won't Smoke. I believe it was Who Won't Smoke. He had posted like maybe a Triller video on his page before he even had followed. He posted that snippet and I knew like he was hard. Like I'm like, yeah, he the one. But a lot of people don't know Nardo was in the Statement video. After I shot Statement, I recorded my verse to Who Won't Smoke. So I had the first verse on the song. First lesson that fatherhood taught me. When I had my first child, it was like a light inside of me that's like, it's nothing that I wouldn't do for my kids. So first lesson fatherhood taught me is just unselfishness. First lesson I learned in the rap game. I think the first lesson I learned in the rap game is that you can't take things personal. Like coming up in the rap game, I don't think I was like super adamant about doing songs and getting verses from my peers or people that I looked up to when I met them. And it wasn't like from a cocky standpoint. I was just so humble and like I never like had any bad blood or had any like mishaps or some shit like that with somebody in the rap game because I never took it personal. I just focused on what I could control. First thing people should know about the East Side. I would say one, it's dangerous, but niggas got like a little style and even in the city, like people know like, oh, he from the East Side. You could tell. It's just an aura about you where you stand out. First rule in Chicago, don't be Bruford. Don't be a goofy. I'm gonna say that and just leave it at that, man. First altercation I got in at school, shit. I've been fighting since preschool, man, I ain't gonna lie. Probably like the biggest altercation I got in at school, got in a big brawl. Our whole basketball team fought like 10 other dudes. We literally fought from the 4th floor all the way to the lunchroom, which was on the 1st floor. Just fucked the whole school up. First time meeting Pooh Shiesty. First time meeting Pooh Shiesty was, I believe, at the video shoot for Switch It Up. Yeah, I actually was just talking to bro like a week ago in the DMs, man, for sure. Free Shiesty, waiting on you to come home, man. Gang shit. First way I deal with loss. Think trying to like grasp it, take it all in. Any loss, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's a personal loss, financial loss, loss of a loved one, you gotta really lean into the situation to take it all in. When I do take a loss, I want to feel it, so I never feel that way again. Take every possible step to feeling like a winner again, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. First time feeling survivor's remorse. When I went on my first tour, I was gone. I was away for like 2 or 3 months, and there was a lot like happening in my neighborhood. People were like dying and going to jail and shit. And when I first started going on the road, I tried to bring as many people as I could with me, you know? And I used to spend a lot of money doing that shit. So yeah, my first time feeling survivor's remorse was like going on tour and actually feeling like an artist every single day, but back home it's chaos, you know, so yeah, I felt bad. First person to influence my style, like Joel Santana. Growing up, I used to want to wear the big jerseys, baggy pants and shit. Like the whole Dipset really though, Cameron. Like I remember going to school, I used to wear bandanas and shit with a jersey and shit like that when I was like young. 5th grade and shit. I remember a lot of people laughing like, why you got on pink, why you got on pink? But they wasn't even up on the sauce. Like they ain't even know I'm on some Cameron shit. First time going viral. I think my first time going viral was the Urban 101 freestyle where it's me, DJ L, and Bibby sitting at the car. Mickey Halstead, who was my manager at the time, seen that freestyle and like showed it to No ID, Don Cannon and all of them, and then they started calling my phone. I was still in high school. I was probably 16 years old. First rap name. My first rap name was Lil Heron. I was going with it, but I'm like, that shit not marketable. My homie, man, shout out GHerbo. He was the first to tell me that I was dope, like Heron, and I went with it. First job I wanted as a kid, I wanted to be an NBA player. Like I used to picture myself being in the NBA and like being in college, playing in front of big crowds and doing things in front of big crowds, you know, like God worked in mysterious ways because I was still doing things in front of big crowds, but I always envisioned that for myself. But I just thought it was gonna be playing basketball instead of doing music. So, first song I ever made, song called We Ain't Playing With You. And when the whole hood was hearing that shit, it made me like an overnight celebrity in my hood. First rapper I looked up to, it's probably a tie between Jay-Z and Wayne. I was on a road trip, anywhere between 5 and 8 years old. And that song when it came out, Jigga, I couldn't get that song out of my head. Like, it made me kind of fall in love with like hip hop. First piece of bad advice I got, never change. For sure, you gotta change. If you never change, you never grow. You know what I'm saying? And if I never changed, I'd still be the same fucking knucklehead from, say, 9th Street. I wouldn't be here today. First time I realized I could make a living from rapping. I had gotten in trouble at school. I got suspended for something. My dad was like we was on the phone going back and forth about it. And he like, what you gonna do? I'm about to just rap full time. Like, I don't even wanna go to school no more. Like, so what's your plan B? I'm like, it ain't no plan B. This shit gonna work. Like, I'm gonna make sure that it worked, and it worked, bro. First time I questioned if fame is worth it. I had a dark time where I was like trying to leave the streets and focus on music. And I think it was more so like me so heartbroken from like grieving and losing my friends and shit that I didn't like focus on music. I think I was just trying to get my life and myself together mentally, where I didn't even like have aspirations to like drop music, go to the studio. I think I sat in the house for like 3 months straight. I think that was probably the first time I questioned if fame was really worth it. I made a decision that it was worth it. First thing I want to be remembered for, me being an all-around solid dude, a family man, a father, you know, a good brother, a good friend, being genuine. Everything else come along after that, you feel what I'm saying? My legacy that I'm gonna leave behind in music and all of that. It's a good dude, you know? That's what I want to be remembered for. First time encountering a hater. Niggas used to always hate on me over girls. Even when we was broke and poverty, I always was a little fly, you feel what I'm saying? Had like certain little shit, come to school, leather Averex jackets and shit like that, you feel me? And yeah, niggas used to always hate because I was like the guy in the classroom that the girls like type shit. They used to want to fight me, but I knew how to fight too, so that ain't gonna really get you too far. First piece of advice I'd give, stay true to yourself. You know, in this game, in this world, this industry, and just what the world has become nowadays, it's easy to lose track of yourself and who you are because you're trying to go along with the trends or make everybody happy, you know? But I would say at the end of the day, when it's all said and done and you lived your life and you looking back at everything you done and you feel like you made other people happy more than yourself, you would probably die unhappy. So you gotta stay true to yourself. That's the first piece of advice I'll give to anybody. Yo, what's up? It's GHerbo, and this is First with RapTV.